Hello, it's Barrier with Barrier Breached. What I have here is the Sparrows Reload Kit, which I'm going to repin right now. It comes with a resin follower. So the first things we're going to do here, I already have, it came with other keys as you can see here, and pins. Come red key, green key, black key, and I'm going to do the blue key because it looks like that'd be good for like raking and stuff. Because I'm going to do my practice with some spool pins I'm going to put into it. But anyways, as you notice on the back of this Sparrow's lock, it's got a little pin right there. This compresses into that pin, and it's got grooves all the way around it, as you can tell. Can't see that good with this camera. But you want to compress that in. Well, first thing, I guess I can take the key out. Press this in. And you just twist it out. Trying to be careful, because I don't want that pin to shoot across the room, like I've been warned about. Okay. So now I got my collar out. Move my key and tweezers here. Got my collar out. Take out, I believe they call that the retaining pin. I'll put that in my last little slot here. And now I need to dump out my spring. There. Okay. Now, we go into, going to put the key in. Use the resin follower. Now, all my pins are at the top. So, you see this groove in the top? You don't want that lined up with it, or everything up here in your Bible is going to shoot down into that gap. So you want to turn this a little bit, this resin follower, when you push this through. Slightly turn my key. So there. So I put that down. Now, I can dump out all the pins that come with this key. So I'm going to do that. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put it back in the bag that my blue key was in. That way I don't lose anything, and I make sure everything's lined up with the keys they're supposed to be with. So let me put this all in my baggie real quick. Almost done. There. Seal that up and drop that in my box. Okay. Now, we're going to key for this blue key. So what I do is a 5-pin key. Push it in. Now, you have to line up these pins to where they're flush across the top here. And you want your beveled end on these. See how one end's beveled and one end ain't? Your beveled end is what goes in first. Let's see if I already got it wrong. Okay, so that pin obviously does not go there. Let's try the next pin here. See if this one goes in there. Come on now. That one don't go in there either. I need a longer one. So let's try this one. Too short. Try the next one. Too short. So I must have these first two pins wrong here. And try this. There we go. And my next one. And 5. Now, you see how everything's all flush across the top there? That's what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Now, I can set this down, so I'm done with that for now. Okay, now, we are going to go into my Bible here, or go into my lock here. And I'm going to slowly take these pins out. And like he warned me, it did try to shoot out on me there. There's my spring. Go to my next one. It's very hard to see inside here. I don't have good lighting. Okay. Got my next pin here. And my spring. Okay, now we'll go on to the next. And get my spring out here. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, now I'm on the very last one. Well, what's going on here? Taking it, I lost a pin somehow. Well, anyways, I'm going to put this follower back in. We're going to start at the back. Pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And make sure I can see in here and I'm at the right one I want to be at. Dang it. I just knocked all my pins out of my key. Yay! Anyways. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4. I'm lined up with 5. This is really hard to do without good lighting. I'll tell you that now. Spring in 1. Spring in 2. Spring in 3. Spring in 4. Can't see the back. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get in there. Well, they make this look easy on the TV. Well, let me tell you, it is not. One, 2, 3. Dang it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There. Now I got spring in all of them. Now I'll start at the back. I am going to put a standard pin in the back. Two, 3, 4, 5. Oop, I dropped it. Man, it's a lot harder to do than what it looks like. Now, I have to slightly push it down. There. Now, next one. I'll put a serrated pin in. Maybe. One, 2, 3, 4. Cool, I got it in 4. Now I got to push it down a little bit. There we go. Now we're going to 3, which I'm going to put a spool pin in. Now I can't see. Oop, I accidentally dropped in 2. There, now I'm in 3. Barely push it down. Alright. Now I'm at 2. And I'm putting a standard in pin 1. I'm learning spools and serrations. Here. Barely push it down. Plug followers in. Now, I have to rekey this because all my pins dropped out. Back in 1. Back in 2. Back in 3. Oop. Back in 4. Back in 5. Alright, now, what you want to do here is you want to put this in at an angle like this as you're pushing it in. And when you get to the end, you can then turn it and it will lock in place. Okay, now spring goes in first for your retaining pin. Now you see the bevel on this? There's a bevel at the end. You want that on the outside. Just put that in like so. I have to say, I am very impressed with this kit. Put my collar back in. My follower. Tighten it back up. So I believe we got it. Now let's see if our key works. See if I did it right. Yep, look. Key works. I mean, it's a little sticky. You have it in just right, but yes, it does work. What an amazing little kit Sparrows made. I am very, very happy and pleased with this. Extremely. Now, what I'm also going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put all these standard pins in a case with my springs. That way I know that those were the original ones that came with this. But I'm thinking I lost a pin somewhere because it was pinned to 5 and I only had 4. Yes. Oh, one of them is in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put them all back in with my key. I didn't realize that. I put one in with my key. My bad. So I did not lose one. Okay, so here's my originals. Everything that's original. And put that back in my tin so I don't lose it. Put my pinning tweezers up here. Now I can start having to go and practicing at this, and hopefully before too long I will be mastered on spool and serrated pins. Then I can change my keying to a key that's a little more difficult and practice with spool and serrated pins then. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something from this. And everybody have a good day. Please like and subscribe if you like my content. I am working on getting a better camera and lighting set up so we can see a lot better. Have a good day.